Noosa speak for exactly what it's all about. It's just a beautiful part of the world.
Fantastic crowd on hand. This is earlier on the under-17s race featuring Jet Kenny and TJ Hendy, and Jet finished 12th, TJ 19th in a very competitive field, and they had a couple of boys who are a little bit older than them as well. And Luke Cuss, the winner from Karawa, congratulations to Lukey, and these boys, you'll see them in the Ironman series, no doubt, in Kellogg's gear a little bit further down the track.
Harry, I think 2 years we'll see some of those boys there. They were lucky enough to win Orologio watches from our kind sponsors, and there we have it, Reece Drury, the man of the moment.
With his wife Renee, and there's little Taya. She's a lovely little girl, and look at little Cruz there. He's a young man that's been in a good paddock too. I like that in a young man.
Don't they make good-looking kids too? Well done to Reece and Renee.
They do. There are 11 men left. We'll lose 3 more in the centre in the black. Ali Day leads the man on the far left in orange. Kane Eckstein by 5 points overall. It is extremely hot, and it's becoming an endurance event. 12.4 Ks in total, and they're racing over a 2-hour period.
Yeah, and the question is, can Ali Day get some renewed energy? Because at the minute, Kane Eckstein and Shannon Eckstein are really strategically controlling this event.
Order is board, swim, ski, as selected by Kane Eckstein, the winner of the last race.
He has won the last couple of races, Nick, and Shannon's been beside him and pretty much let Kane go to the front, so Kane can make these decisions, guys.
Yeah, so what Shannon's doing is he's letting Kane pick the first leg of the next race to give him the best chance of actually being in a position. And right now, Shannon Eckstein has gone out hard, and Kane Eckstein will jump onto his wash. Yep. So he will let his older brother wash ride him out to the first turn. And Trev, first turn left to right, where's Kane Eckstein?
Kane Eckstein, from where I'm looking, Leachy is going to be on the inside, as we talked about. So beautifully set up by those two. And let's put that point score in perspective. 5 points sounds like quite a lot, doesn't it? But it's 3 points from first back to second and another 2 points back to third. So it's only 2 places.
Well, they have done that beautifully, because not only we didn't mention, and that's Ali Day at the back there, really struggling on the board. He is last at the moment, Trev. He is back in 11th position. 8 go through into the last race, the race 5. But what they did so well then, they not only decide what the first leg is for the next race, but they decide on the actual dais there, on the stage, which end they want to start. So by doing that, they're starting on the inside, on that left-hand side the whole time, which means they get that inside turn into that first turn, Trev, which means that Kane Eckstein is sitting pretty.
Trev?
Yes, Nick?
You're into how people look and what body language you're giving out. At this early stage in a race, what's Ali Day's body language and his performance at an early stage in this race saying to you?
Well, I'll tell you what someone else is saying. I've just seen Wes Berg slowing up at the back of the pack, yelling out to Ali, going, come on, mate, get on my wash, and telling him to come past him on the right, which he's just let him do. Wes Berg getting Ali on the move, so there's one thing that's happening. Now, the other thing, we're talking about Shannon, Kane and Ali, but there's some sleepers in this field. Kai Hurst, Zane Holmes, Matt Poole. These guys can win a race or get up in the 2nd, 3rd and 4th spot, so Ali's got to worry about those guys getting in between him and Kane.
Well, Trev, that was well said, because Ali Day is now fought back up and he is on the wash of the other guys. So Wes Berg, I'll tell you what, if Ali Day ends up winning today, he can buy a few drinks for Wesley Bird, because that was a great move of sportsmanship. Beautifully picked up by the 6-time Australian Ironman champion. Illustrated that Wes, bringing him back into the field. Why is Wes Berg doing that? He just likes Ali. He just likes Ali, and he thinks that he deserves to be in there. And, you know, when you've got Shannon and Kane working together, the whole field knows that Shannon and Kane work together. Wes Berg saying, you know what, I'm going to help Ali Day out a bit too, because he's getting picked on.
It's old guard, new guard too, you know, and Wes coaches a lot of kids. He's involved in surf club from a grassroots level, and I'm sure he wants to see Ali Day be able to make it through to the last race. And, you know, it's the old guy to the new guy. Well, at the moment, Matt Poole on the left of screen, he is at the moment out. Ali Day is out, and so is Wes Berg. So the question would be, at the minute, if Wes Berg and Ali Day were running to the finish line, and one was going to go through, would Wes Berg give it to Ali Day to get him through? Who knows? But at the moment, they're going to have to work hard, because they are sitting back. And you know what? Shannon Eckstein and Kane Eckstein, yet again, are controlling this race and making every post a winner. Kai Hurst having to wait for that wave, so he will now be back in that final position. And you can see the boys out the back there, and Kai is on that wave with Ali and Wes Berg. Corey Jones has been there, Mark, the whole time as well. Hasn't he performed exceptionally well today? And Hugh Doherty. Hugh Doherty and Corey Jones have been in there the whole time, the 2 Eckstein boys. So they're the 2 form guys. Zane Holmes
not so much. But the question I asked with Zane Holmes is he really just getting through, and is he going to explode in that last race and try to win?
That is the last three that we're seeing there. Wesberg, there was a bit of yelling going on from Wes, a bit of pointing. I'm not sure if it was to a handler or to Ali Day. Some more encouragement to him.
No, there's no doubt it was to Ali Day. Nick, Trevor's picked that up absolutely expertly. Wes is doing everything he can to get the young man going. He said that Ali is the future of the sport. He said he loves the way he trains really hard and he loves the way he respects those that have been before him. So no doubt they have a good relationship, and Wes is just trying to get the young man back involved. But the Eckstein brothers are setting such a cracking pace. I have fears for Ali Day at this stage.
Well, at the moment, this is what Matt Poole did last year in the Eliminator race at Bondi. It was the first time that someone went flat out from the very start all the way through to the last race, and he basically broke the field down and destroyed them. And that style of strategy is exactly what these two Eckstein boys are doing, and at the moment it is working quite well because the field has been stretched.
Well, he's past 3 now, so Ali Day is making a move. He was really showing some signs of energy in that run into the water there. So he's past Matt Poole, and he's just also gone past Tommy Trembath. So he's
awesome.
Finding something.
Good on him. Good on Ali Day. You know, like we thought he was gone, and he's fought back. I've got to tell you, he's not the quickest off the start compared to the other guys, but what he's got is great endurance like Kane Eckstein, and because of that, you know what, he could fight down to that last 8 and really have a good race in the end. It's not over yet.
Look at the swimming form on Kane Eckstein. He's really stroking fast, and you know, he does normally have quite a fast stroke rate, but he is really just powering. A big 6-beat kick at the back there, holding on to nothing.
I am impressed, amazingly, Nicole, that these boys can set this pace, but as much as anything, it doesn't look like Ali Day's having his best day, but he continues to guts it out and get himself in a position which is extremely impressive.
Tough boy, but you can also do that when you're 21 years of age. You know, even if you are having a bad day, you've still got a recovery rate that's better if you're Phil Clayton's age.
But you know what? You know, the Ecksteins know that Ali will probably make the last race. And what they're doing is they're saying, you know what? You'll make the last race, buddy, but we're going to take that much petrol out of you so that when you go and start your engine race 5, there ain't going to be much petrol left, and we're going to have plenty. So that's what they're doing right now. They're not expecting Ali to really go and probably get knocked out. They're not thinking that. They're just thinking, we're going to drive you into the ground so that when your poor body gets up to the start line for the last race, you've got nothing left.
Ali Day continues up the beach. He is in the safety zone at the moment, although the boys are right on his hammer, and it's been 13 years since it hasn't been Shannon Eckstein, Kai Hurst or Zane Holmes winning this title. So either way today, we're going to see a new champion, guys.
It's a new era. And there's the ripped body of Ali Day. I mean, you just shirt off, that guy is just an unbelievably ripped unit. Someone who just trains the house down. He's come of age in the last year. His body's really thickened out. But at the moment, that's what he's up against. The two Eckstein boys in the front, and then there's the next two. Doherty and Jones have been so strong, and then you got the powerhouses of Hurst and Zane Holmes still lurking. But at the moment, Nick's strategy is the Eckstein boys are trying to push it, and there's your back 3. So Matty Poole looks like he's gone.
Wesy Berg's in that as well. The thing I was just thinking about, you know, Shannon Eckstein could still crack a win here. Kane finished 2nd, and Kane still take the series.
Yeah, and you got to think, though, strategically, haven't they done a good job? I mean, it's really easy to commentate when it's so obvious in what they're doing. But they are really just making Ali Day. And, I mean, you would think, do you think the same thing, that Ali probably will make the last 8, but they're trying to get as much petrol out of him before that happens?
Well, right now, Ali Day's sitting in 7th, and he's got about 3 ski lengths back to 8, so he will actually get in there. And the one thing he does, he looks super fit. Leachy, you often talk about Michael King's training and how hard they work. You know, Ali's training partner, Matt Poole, is out the back now and looking like he's hurting, but Ali looks like he's got a lot still up his sleeve. He just doesn't have that dynamic look that Kane and Shannon have at the moment. And don't forget those sleepers. They're going to make a difference in this race.
I mean, Hugh Doherty showed in Coolum that he was a whisker from beating Kai Hurst. Kai Hurst won last week. He's in there as well. Zane Holmes won at Newcastle with this format. So it's not just about the Ecksteins, but at the moment I am concerned for Ali Day. And, you know, it's just coming down to just a great race.
SurfIronmanSeries.com for all your information. Coming up events and a little bit of information about next year's series is on that. It's a great website, and this is a great race here today. Ali Day here is showing enormous courage to stay in this event. It looks at this way that he will make his way through to the final race, which will be 8 men. And that is where we will see the series decided in what is going to be an absolutely cracking finish.
We always wanted to come down, Nick, to the last race and the last event at Noosa, and 5th race and it's going to come all down on the line. And there is the back of the field there. So Wes Berg, who helped Ali Day move back into the area of getting through, he is back there, as is Matty Poole. His day's up, and I don't think he'll be happy with his series this year as compared to last year when he finished runner-up.
Well, he'll re-qualify, so that does give him some hope, and Australian Championships are coming up in April, so again, it'll give him some more hope. But these are the boys that are leading the pack at the moment, and good to see Hugh Doherty up there still as well.
What about this one? Will Kane Eckstein run to the line hard to beat the other guy so he can choose the leg for the last race and get the position? This will tell right now whether Kane Eckstein really wants to be able to choose what the first distance one is, because he will sprint it far, that's the case.
Seagull might get him.
Wins. Nope, he's going to go for it. So he's going to make sure that he gets across the line. So he's won every race up until now.
Kane Eckstein is looking for 4 from 4. The Seagull directly behind him, and brother Shannon just keeping an eye on younger brother Kane again. He takes the line. Jones, Shannon Eckstein, Hugh Doherty. An impressive performance last week, beaten by a sprint at Coolum. Kai Hurst, a couple of veterans, some very big names. He's off to the Olympics, and he has once again had an exceptional series. And Zane Holmes, keep an eye out for him in the main race. See Kane there just sucking them in. He's got a little bit more recovery time than Ali Day, who has looked in all sorts of trouble all day, but somehow, as he just gives a little high five to brother Shannon, he has hung in there and he is through. So congratulations, and these boys down here, they will be done for the day.
Yeah, Corey Hill will miss it. A good series for him, though. He's done quite well.
Yeah, no, he's done well. He's a big lad. His swimming's his issue. Being 6'4" and in the 90-kilo range, it makes it hard for swimming. But his ski and board legs are fantastic, and he will improve.
Great to see Wes Berg coming up the beach. I hope Eamon Hayden is down there and can grab him, because for mine, he has kept Ali Day's series alive. I'd love to hear why he helped the man out. It's been a great series for Wes Berg. He is a father. He's got a lovely wife in Jade. He looks like he's just pulled up a little bit sore. Hayden is down on the beach as Matty Poole makes his way up. Hayden.
Wes, how you going, mate? A lot of talk there that you may have just given Ali Day a little bit of a head start into the next round, mate, around those back of the cans.
Not at all, mate. Ali Day's the legend. I can't believe what he's done this year from what he did last year, you know. From almost not racing this season with stretch fractures in his shin, the kid's incredible to come back to what he's done. So I'm just excited to see another true young champion come through the sport and shine.
That's it, mate. We thought you were going to say something like that. Good work.
He's a cagey customer. He's a bit clever for our boy Hayden down there on the beach. Trevor Hendy picked it absolutely perfectly. Well done to Wes Berg on another fantastic season. The Eliminator brought to you by the Sea Temple at Surface. Kane Eckstein, Corey Jones, Shannon Eckstein, Hugh Doherty, Kai Hurst, Zane Holmes, Ali Day, and Tommy Trenbath will battle it out. Goodbye, Corey Hill, Wes Berg, and Matty Poole, but we are set for the final race of the year. We've had 6 rounds. Up next, it is the decider. Kane Eckstein, with the help of his brother Shannon, take on the man in the black jersey, Ali Day.